So, Brian, we have moved past the first half of 2021 now. We're into the second half of the year. Are there any large cap healthcare stocks that you think investors should have on their radar for the second half of this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely watching Biogen and looking at the initial sales of Aduhelm, its new Alzheimer's disease drug, and then also looking at how quickly the decline of its multiple sclerosis drugs happened. So, can Aduhelm make make up the difference for the decline in multiple sclerosis drugs? I'm looking at Moderna. It's kind of crazy that that's considered a large cap, but its market cap is actually substantially larger than Biogen's. It's at 93 billion last time I looked, versus 52 billion for Biogen. I mean, obviously, the main valuation driver for Moderna is going to be sales commitments for 2022 of its COVID-19 vaccine, and then maybe a two for AbbVie and Pfizer for the outcome of the JAK inhibitor saga. There's probably other companies that are also involved in the issue. AbbVie is trying to get expanded use of Rinvoq, and then Pfizer has Xeljanz, which caused the controversy, and also abrocitinib. And so I think, seeing what the FDA outcome of looking at the Xeljanz data that showed that there were some safety issues with JAK inhibitors, and whether the FDA says that it's a class issue, and so then that would cause problems for AbbVie as well as Pfizer's other JAK inhibitor.
All right, Brian. So you mentioned Biogen, Moderna, AbbVie, and Pfizer. Out of those four stocks, put on your prediction cap here, which do you think would perform the best over the second half of this year?
I'm gonna go with Pfizer, I guess. I think Moderna is way, I don't know. I've been saying this for a year and a half. I think Moderna is overpriced, but I've been wrong so far, so maybe I should go with Moderna. But I feel like Pfizer is a value stock, so that would probably be my best bet. Biogen, certainly could rocket higher, but I don't know. I don't I don't have confidence in Aduhelm, but I mean, I think there could be a lot of demand from patients, even if doctors aren't really interested in it. Maybe they succumb to the patient's desire to have the drug, and so maybe Biogen could rocket higher if Aduhelm sales are definitely do well.
Yeah, I suspect you're right. And I don't know that Biogen's going to get a ton of sales on the books this year for Aduhelm. I mean, certainly not compared to what it will be eventually. And the stock has already skyrocketed. I think you're probably right. Pfizer might have the best shot. It is undervalued, and maybe some good news for its COVID vaccine in terms of building investors' confidence in recurring revenue could make that stock go higher.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Biogen has even said that they don't really expect that much sales from Aduhelm, but I think the initial sales in the first couple of quarters should give an inclination of what the doctors and their patients are thinking about the drug in the long run.
Right. Investors will certainly be reading the tea leaves there.